If you already want to do your own thing, just don't use the characters from the original. Give them different names, give them different traits. Just don't pretend that they are the same character and then just completely change them in one way, but keep the name and part of the plot because that's going to sell, apparently. You know what's the funniest thing in this film? That Mia behaves way more closer to the original Light than the Light in the film. It's that made me laugh. It just made me laugh. It was so bad to see this film and then to have a character that's not even part of the original to behave way closer to one of the original main characters than the supposed same character in this film. It's just laughably bad. It's just laughably bad. So none of the characters stay true to themselves. If this is already the case, at least the actors could try and do a good job. But no. Most of the actors and the characters they portrayed were either wooden, underwhelming, boring, or over the top. Or a combination of all of those, depending on the scene. The actress of Mia once again did the best job of anyone in the movie, while the actor of Light was just bad. Just bad. He wasn't convincing at all. He simply wasn't convincing at all. Ryuk's actor also did a decent job, but that's more or less it. The rest of the cast was just terrible. They were terrible. Elle's character in this film is also laughable, especially when they decide to keep the habit of the original, who never sits normally but instead sits like this in the chair. Doesn't this look really stupid? Yes, it looks really stupid, especially if it's not explained, because I don't think it was ever explained in the film why he sits like this. He just, in one random scene, is like this. They're in the coffee shop or something, or in a restaurant or a bar, I don't know. He just sits like this. Yes, I'm the Frogman. Not to mention that they made him black because it just, when you see films do that, I just have the feeling that they just make them so that they can say, look, our cast is diverse. Okay, good, so he's black. It doesn't make him a good character. Sorry. Even if the same character was played by a white dude or an Asian dude or I don't know who. With that kind of acting, no. He wasn't convincing. Light's actor did a worse job, but Elle's actor was also really bad. Also, don't get me wrong, that Elle's actor was played by a black guy is just a little bit strange that they picked that, and I think it was intentionally picked just to be diverse. But then again, the rest of the cast were also played by white people for the most part, and in the original they were all Asians. Adaptations, whatever. And yes, if you're wondering, I didn't pay attention to this film a lot because it was just, for the most part, incredibly bland. The lame acting aside, the film just lacked the main thing that made the original so good. Suspense, motherfuckers. Suspense! The film is basically a lame action film. There's constantly some random thing happening, and it's way too fast paced for what it tries to be. The film feels like it was originally made to be 3 hours long, and then decided to shorten it and just cut half of the film away, and then just squeeze everything what they left into one film. And for some reason, a lot of 80s songs get played in this film, and I don't get why. Why? It was really so cringy when constantly, like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 of them got played in this film, at least, or even more. I stopped even counting them. Most of them didn't even suit the film at all. Probably the worst choice of all songs was The Power of Love towards the end of the film. I was like cringing. It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. And also Berlin's Take My Breath Away. I like that song, but it really, really didn't fit this film. It was like watching a fan upload a music video from their favorite film onto YouTube and just use some random song they picked and just put the scenes together. It felt like that. And a film should never feel like that. No, just no. Not to mention that using such songs in this film completely destroys the suspense. It just destroys it. You cannot keep a straight face when you have songs like this played in a film that's supposed to be serious. But then again, for the most part, the film doesn't take itself really that serious, which is weird, because the original did such a better job than this. It was just so cringy. Most scenes made no sense. They were just talking about a Death Note in public. They were just in the school, in the corridors, talking so loudly. Who thought that this was a good idea? Just who thought that this was a good idea? So, even if I ignore how the film is just a slap to the face of the original, it's still bad. It's boring for the most part. Despite the constant actions and constantly something randomly happening, it's just boring. It's dull. Frankly, the film treats its audience like they have a hard time focusing on the film, so it just throws random things into their face to keep their attention. And I don't like when that's the case. Not to mention a lot of the things don't even make sense, and there were some really stupid plot holes, which I just stopped counting them after a while, cause the film is just a waste of time. The film really felt like a Death Note parody. It's like the 6th scary movie, Death Note edition. I wouldn't mind this if the film was at least so bad that it would be entertaining. But it's not. It's just a combination of dull and cringy. No, complete waste of time. You cannot even laugh at it for the most part. Although one scene did make me laugh. It was when Lights offered Mia that they stay at home, watch some movies, and write names into the Death Note. Netflix and chill? That's so casual. Let's do Death Note and chill. Who wrote the script? Like, seriously, who wrote the script? Like, good grief! I mean, I still laugh at how stupid this was. Death Note and chill. Death Note and chill. Why not? Yeah, you can really feel that the people that were involved in this film didn't try at all. They just bought the license, they thought that they didn't have to try because it would just give them money because it's popular, and that's it. It's like Dragon Ball Evolution all over again. And considering how this film ends, it's more or less implied that there should be a sequel to it. Please let it bomb. Which I think it will. I mean, the budget of the film is, I think it was said that it's 40 million plus the advertising and other things, so it probably needs to make like 60 million to even break even. Probably. Or maybe 50 million to break even. Okay, please just let it flop. I really hope that it will in the end just gross at like 10 million or something like that and be a complete disaster, because the film really doesn't deserve anything better. And please, for the love of everything in the world, no sequel to this film. Please, no sequel to this film. Just no. The only good thing about this film was that I didn't have to pay for it. And I don't recommend anybody to waste their money in this film, cause it's seriously not worth anyone's money. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this film. It's terrible. It's just terrible. It's a good thing that I watched it with a few other people so that they could also give their comments, because then at least the film was kind of entertaining. It's like when you have a group of friends and you watch some terrible film and everybody just makes fun of it. At least that's sort of entertaining, because the film itself has no entertainment value. It simply has no entertainment value. It's crap. It's just crap. So yeah, after I'm done with the exams, I'll probably do more videos. So see you soon. Bye.